Good day, McVeigh, and happy Thursday. Good morning, boys and girls. Please stand to honor our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Boys and girls, you may be seated. Let's get to our birthday book. Okay. Let's see. Okay. For today, happy birthday to Sophia Olivares in our third grade, Emily Lim in our first grade, and Joanna Varghese in our kindergarten. Okay, lunch today, friends, is hot dog on a whole grain bun. Boar's head turkey and cheese, grilled cheese, and of course our bagel lunch. Okay, so we've been working on fun facts now in Antarctica. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you walk by. We have a new beautiful world map hanging in the APR hallway. Antarctica is all the way at the bottom. It's white. And a special thank you to Miss Daniel for painting that for us. So Antarctica is all the way at the bottom of our globe, and it's super duper cold. So today we have some fun facts. Yesterday we learned about the flag of Antarctica. Today we have some fun facts about Antarctica. So first, did you know that about 90%, that's most of Antarctica, is covered in ice? And boys and girls, it's super duper cold there. In fact, if you wanted to live in Antarctica, you really couldn't live there all year through. You'd have to leave for certain parts of the year because it's just too cold. It can reach, you ready for this? 128 degrees below zero. Super cold. And the wind there is very strong. Can you imagine wind at 200 miles per hour? Whew. So imagine it being that cold plus the wind. So there are some people that live there part of the year, but not all year through. And in fact, we have somebody in our school, Luke Da Silva. His uncle actually works at a research center in Antarctica, and he can only live there for part of the year, and the rest of the year he lives somewhere else. But he goes there during the summer. So now we learned about the summer in Australia. So, and of course that's in the summer in the southern hemisphere. So when do you think he goes there? And when do you think that he's here? When do you think the coldest months in Antarctica are? Yeah, well, yes, agreed, during our hottest months, because they're on the other side of the globe on the bottom. So, yeah, so typically, Luke's uncle, he will go back to Antarctica in late August. So the toughest months are when we have our spring and summer here. He'll go back in late August, and he'll be coming home at some point, probably Marchish, early February, March, because those are the months that he can be there without it being too cold or too super duper windy. All right, so that brings us to our Get Smart project for today, and it comes from Jesse Salonga. It's about emperor penguins, because emperor penguins are an animal that lives in Antarctica. So listen carefully to some cool, fun facts about emperor penguins, and check out that illustration. Nice work, Jesse. All right, here we go. Well, we already learned this, but emperor penguins live in Antarctica. They spend their winter on the icy plains. In the summer, they dive and fish in the open water. So they do fish, and one of the things that the emperor penguins eat is krill, which is also the diet of whales and seals that live there. All right, how about this? Emperor penguins are the world's largest penguins. And you know, they don't fly. And they can stand, looks like 1 to 2 meters tall. So a meter is a little bit more than 3 feet. It's about 39 inches. So you can imagine that 1 to 2 meters would put a penguin about this high on these. That's a pretty big penguin. What else? How about this? Emperor penguins can stay underwater for about 20 minutes. That is a very long time. And emperor penguins eat fish, squid, and krill. They feed their chicks by chewing their own food and then passing that food to their little ones, which is pretty cool. So thank you, Jessie, and perfect timing for our quick visit to Antarctica. Moving right along. So yesterday, we got to take a look at this diagram. And the clues were, I have family from Germany and Mexico. I grew up in Los Angeles, a place where many people speak Spanish. And my favorite snack is Mexican sweetbread, or pan dulce, which is this. Who am I? So, if you said Miss Sullivan, you're right. Now, if you take a look at that bulletin board, you're going to see all of our culture characters on the bulletin board, and you can, there's a little thing that says, who am I? If you lift up the first post-it note, you can see who it is. You see, you have to try to guess it first. So for today, here's the next one. Who am I? So we've seen that flag before. It looks like the Italian flag. Now let's take a look at this flag. You're going to notice the difference. Same colors, but one goes top to bottom or vertical, and these colors go horizontal. Same colors. This one is Mexico, and there's something in the middle. We're going to learn about the Mexican flag as well when we go to South America next. So we're going to work on some of our Latin nations. But this one is Italy. Okay, so here we are. You ready? She loves pizza, pasta, and art. Who is this person? This one's a mystery. I'm going to tell you who it is tomorrow. All right. So, finally, we have our Mighty Kind moment of the day. Dun, dun, dun. And it's coming from this person. And it says, ultimately, I can only control myself. Now, we talk about that. I love that quote, by the way. We talk about that all the time. That's what our first rule of McVeigh is, body control. We have control of our bodies. And no matter what happens, what other people do, we have the ability to control ourselves. So that means we have the ability to be kind even when others aren't kind to us. It means that if something happens that we don't like, we have the ability to control what happens next. We are in control of our bodies. And it's a wonderful thing, too. So I always give the example that if I'm driving to school in the morning and somebody cuts me off, what happens next is up to me. I can either honk the horn, I can zoom around and try to cut that person off, I can yell at them, I can do lots of things, or I can think to myself, gee, why is that person in such a hurry? What is happening? Why did they go so fast? And when you stop to think about other people and why they're doing something. Number one, it helps you to understand their feelings. That's called having empathy or being empathic, understanding how somebody else feels. And it also helps you to either relax and not get upset or even be kind. When you stop to think, if you just react, if I just react and cut that person off or honk or say something that's not so nice, then I'm part of the problem and not part of the solution. So I like to be part of the solution. So what do? I think and say, what happens next is up to me. And that's exactly what this person is saying. You can control yourself. What happens next in every situation is up to you. So let's think about that. Why? Because we're mighty minds. Not only that, we're mighty kind, mighty minds. And every day, boys and girls, it's a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day.